What is up, listeners? Welcome to another episode of Behind the Frames with a couple of jobless weebs. I'm your host, Vic from the Anime Weeb, and yeah, I got no co-host again today. So, Nick. What the hell, man? Anyways, let's get to the formalities. Today's guest, we're having an episode after a long time, so I'm sorry if I'm being pretty off today, but yeah. Today's guests, we're having two pretty popular Bandori Seiyuu content subbers, Ayako and Taeya with us today. Guys, say hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Why don't you guys give yourself a brief description about yourself?
Please go ahead.
First up, Ayako.
Okay, fine. Hi, I'm Ayako. So I translate video, mostly Bandori videos during my pastime, and yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, pretty simple, isn't it? Taeya, give everyone a brief description about yourself.
Hi, I'm Taeya, and I don't know, I guess it's the same thing as Ayako. I'm not as active now with the translating thing, but I do still follow the subbing scene and watch everyone's videos.
Alright, okay, that's impressive about it. Okay, so for the guys listening in live, you guys can ask your questions after like probably 30 minutes or so. We'll give you your time to come and ask questions, and we will have the questions channel open up for that. So yeah, make sure stay tuned for that. So until then, we're just gonna ask some questions and get the show going. So before we get into the subbing part, I just want to ask both of you, like, how did you get into Bandori?
Who should go first?
Let's do it alphabetic. So I goes first.
Okay, so well, simply put, the reason why I start subbing is because I want to brush out my Japanese language. That's all. Because I want to actually, how should I put it? Think that my Japanese level is not good enough. So I actually started to sub video 1 year back, and at that time I was subbing IMAS and Uchida Maya video in general. And I stopped for a while and started picking up Bandori because I getting interested in Bandori. And I have a friend who's a fansubber for Bandori too. His name is Haru. And he's telling me, hey, you should give it a try. You should give it a try if you want to brush out your Japanese. Yeah, alright. Yeah, so that's how I start subbing, I guess.
Yep. Alright, so how about you, Tai? How did you start?
Wait, what was the question? How I got into Bandori or the subbing?
Bandori and subbing, both.
I guess I got into Bandori way long ago, back in like 2017, when I think the Japanese version of the game came out. I saw a streamer play it, and I sort of took an interest in it and tried it out, and sort of that's how it led me to the franchises, or the franchise as a whole, and the lives. And for the subbing part, I think I saw a video a while back from Forever or AN Sub. I think they're in the listening crowd right now. Yeah, and so I thought, hey, I'm taking Japanese in university. I should try this out and improve my Japanese as well. And yeah, that's how I got there.
By the way, Ayako, you did not answer how you got into Bandori. You said how you got into the subbing scene, but not Bandori.
Okay, my bad. Actually, I missed that question. Okay, so how do I get into Bandori scene? I actually got into Bandori since like when it was starting. The Bandori was starting like release at the moment, and I mean I got into playing it, but I'm not really like how should I put it, fully focused on that series. I just played once a while on the application and so on, and I really got into the what is it called, this series when I entered this my how should I put it, a local community for Bandori in my country. And people are really friendly, and it's like I start going into the what is it called, the live, and the concert. And I mean, start picking up from there. I starting to love Rosalia and Ras, the Yabai Yatsu.
Yes.
And that's about it.
Yeah. All right.
What's my last year? So actually, I'm pretty fresh. Like a newbie compared to others.
All right. So you guys. Okay. So Taeya got in back in 2017. You got in pretty recently as well. So okay. What do you think, or how much do you think like Bandori as a series grew from like back in 2015, 2016, how it was? Just it was pretty popular in Japan, out here a lot, and now it's gotten a lot of traction in outside of Japan. So what do you guys think about that?
It's a very deep question. How should I answer to that?
Ayako lives in Japan too, so you should get a good idea of how popular it is. Actually, before we get into that, I wanted to ask Ayako something like, how popular Bandori is in Japan compared to the outside, here in America, outside in America or somewhere. How compared to that, how popular is Bandori?
I would say it's pretty popular over in Japan. Bushiro actually pushed a lot of money in the advertisement, the train, on the like a big billboard and so on and so forth. So I believe they are actually pretty popular over in Japan. And you have this live goer and so on. Compared to overseas, of course, there's still a bit of like they are trying to push overseas fan base, but there's still a limitation over there, and due to this corona thing going on, people can't go over to Japan and go to live and etc. If you compare to overseas and Japan, obviously Japan will be much more popular compared to overseas, but I'm sure they're doing their effort for overseas fan base, to try to push it overseas, put some English subtitle or English exclusive content, etc. I believe they are trying to, work that out, I suppose.
So they're trying, but it's not as, it's growing, I guess you could say. So, all right, okay, now let's get to the other question. How do you think, what do you think about the popular growth that it is having at the moment?
But in Japan,
Japan, outside.
Generally.
Yeah. Generally, you got one person in Japan, you got one person on the other side of the world. So both of you can give you perspectives.
I believe it can still Bandori the series that they can still expand in terms of popularity. I don't think they are reaching the limitation yet. I mean, it just depends on how they want to push it and so on. But I believe that character wise and the story wise, trying to incorporate a lot of that into the series itself. Like recently added the Ras character and so on to try to push the manga of the story and so on. I think still a lot of like room of. I don't think it's you can call it room of improvement, but more like there's a place. They can still push a lot more like popularity over in Japan. That is, and Southeast Asia especially. Yeah, not sure about the western side of the country though. But if you ask me about how they push the popularity over in Japan and Southeast Asia wise, I believe they are doing their work, and can still expand a bit more from that, I suppose.
All right. So what do you think, Taeya?
I can't really speak for all of overseas, but I I think here in Canada, at least, when I went to the viewings, it certainly had increased from the first time I went to the most recent time. So I guess that's really good, and it probably is a lot more popular in the US, but yeah, in Canada here it's kind of slowly growing, and I hope that it will keep growing as well.
Yeah, we all do hope so. It's a really growing franchise, that's for sure. I mean, from how it grew, from how it was back in 2016, and now how popular it is. It's not very popular, but it is pretty popular though. I think they are, putting the step in the right direction with the. I remember seeing it recently on High Dive, that streaming platform, High Dive and Muse Asia. So if you guys live in Asia, there's this YouTube channel called Muse Asia where you can watch anime that they're streaming for free, of course. So they have all 3 seasons of BanG in there. So if you guys haven't watched the anime yet, you can go watch it over there. If you're living in Asia, okay. So it's not available outside Asia. So alright. So let's get into the next question. Let's get into Bandori as well. Like, if you both, I assume that both of you have watched the anime. So, what is your favorite season, and what is like your favorite arc from the anime?
I was start first, alright. I watched from season 1 to season 3. To be honest, I kind of don't like the 3D animation, how they change it from 2D to 3D, but I don't blame them because it's actually way cheaper to actually produce the 3D animation, so on. But how should I put it? I mean, let's not talk about the drawing art style. If we're talking about just the storyline, I really love how the conflict between I think is it season 3 or season 2? I don't remember actually, but it's the conflict between Chuchu and Ario, that section. I mean, I have a how should I put it? The rush of like the feeling, from my heart, that kind of scene. That scene actually makes me really, really love the character more. I mean, that's why I love character a lot. But in terms of scene, yes, it's that scene, that arc where Pario leave us team and so on, and she trying to win her back into the team. Yeah, I mean that arc is the part that I love the most.
Alright, what about you, Taeya?
It's really hard to choose. I mean, I enjoyed all of them, but probably my favorite season is probably 2.
Okay. Why is that?
I mean, I might be wrong because it's a while since the last time I saw it, but I think there was a lot more, like they featured all the bands a lot more in season 2.
Yeah.
Which at least I kind of prefer that. Whereas season 3 was a more focused storyline.
Alright. Not gonna lie, for me it was season 3 because of how, because of plot. I just liked it. Like season 2 was hard for me to get onto because of the fact that they changed it from 2D to 3D, and it took me a month to finish it. It's because they changed the animation. But yeah, season 3 had like really nice plot, the whole arc, which Ayako explained. But also, shout out to the last arc on season 2 as well, the Otai arc, which I enjoyed. So I get my views on that on another video. It's on Nick's channel, on his podcast. We had a Bandori podcast, so if you guys want to hear me talk Bandori for 2 hours, it's in the. I'll leave the link in the description down below. Anyways, alright, next question. What are your favorite characters from BanG?
Of course, it'll be Choo for me.
Give us a top 3.
Sorry, I didn't get the last question. What did you say just now?
Top 3.
The top 3, right? The top one will be Choo Choo. The second one actually will be Yukina.
Alright.
And the last will be Pario. That's for me.
Alright. What about you, Taeya?
It's hard to pick. Top three, I guess. I mean, because of my name. So Tai and Hina and probably Aya.
Oh,
Probably top three.
alright. Very positive. There's a lot of positive there. For me, oh damn, I have no idea who my favorites are. Damn, let me think. Who is my number one? The thing is, I just like all of them to the point that I don't have any favorites from now. My number one has to be either Tae or Saya. Second has to be Yukina, and third has to be a shocker actually, but Rachel, because I actually like her character. Rachel, not Lane. Sorry, I just said the voice actress. My bad. Leia, because I like her character a lot. The whole thing in the season 3. So, alright, so next question. What's your favorite songs?
My favorite song would be Beautiful Birthday. I mean, it's because of the arc, which I explained just now, and the last part where they sing that song. Yeah, I mean, whenever I listen to it, that scene will actually, like, I will have a flashback on that scene itself, so that would be my favorite song.
Give us a top 3. Top 3.
3, alright. Let me open up my Spotify. Give me a second. Most of the songs are from Russ actually. The first one would be Beautiful Birthday, and the second would be Exposed Burnout, and the third would be Hell or Hell.
Very Russ. Very Russ.
Okay, give me a second. Change of the last one. Actually, it's not Hell or Hell, but it's Yume o Uchi Nuku Shunkan ni. This is my favorite last.
Alright, interesting. What about you, Taeya? What's your
Oh man, okay, this is really hard to pick. If I were to pick a top 3, I kind of listen to all the bands, so I kind of have favorites from all of them. So,
alright.
I would say Neo Aspect. I really loved, and Yura Yura Ring Dong Dance.
Okay. Interesting.
And maybe for a third one, I guess Exposed Burnout as well.
Alright, that's a very interesting top 3. For me, I did a whole ranking video and stuff, so yeah, I have a good idea for my top 3s. First would be Raining Bloom, because it was the first BanG song that I actually loved. If I'm making a top 3, it's gonna be full of Rosalia, so I'm gonna diverse it a bit. Second would be it's actually either Kizuna Music or Returns. Both of them are really good. Which one do I go for? Yeah, I'll go with Kizuna Music, I guess. And third has to be, which one would it be? Probably. Yeah, I'm not going with Ras. Let me guess. Easy Come, Easy Go. Afterglow. There we go. None of you had Afterglow. I'm gonna keep that on my top 3. Alright, so, okay, now let's get into the subbing part of it. So, both of you have been in for a while now, probably, for a really long while. So, how has this subbing part of the community evolved from time to time? How much do you think it grew, and whether or not it's still active as it was back in the day?
The whole subbing team in whole, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it is still active from what I can see. Everybody still subbing, doing their stuff. I mean, just I took a couple of hiatus, and how should I put it? I can see a couple of new faces around Honor, so I believe it's still very active. Everybody doing their stuff which they love.
Alright. How much do you think it grew from how it was back in the day? I think Taeya can answer that.
Go ahead.
How much? I mean, yeah, it's definitely gotten a lot bigger because I think when I started, there was only a few people doing it, and it kind of evolved into this whole sort of community with a lot of active subbers. But I think recently it's sort of died down a bit because of all the copyright problems of videos being taken down, which kind of discouraged a lot of us to do more videos. That's kind of...
So when I was in Sheik's server, he actually there was that master list, and also AN sent it to me when I was inviting people for the podcast. So it was interesting to see how you guys operated, because you guys had a huge master list and everything, and people could access it whenever. I feel like you guys are very open about stuff. The master list, people can know what they want, what is missing and what is not, what is covered, what is not, and what you could get the potential block and such. So, talking about the block, by the way, we saw, sorry Ian, I had to mention here, so AN's channel got taken down, it's up again. Ayako, you had a few of your videos blocked, I think copyright strike, so what do you think, is it gonna get better or not for this sub-content again?
From what I heard, this is don't quote me on this, because I heard this from someone which in quotation Bushiro stuff, and then according to him, he's trying to push the overseas the fan subbing scene to the official, the main Japan headquarters. They're trying to push this content over there, so the Bushiro won't copy strike this kind of content more. I mean, we still have other copyright holders at NHK and Nico Doga session. They are still striking this kind of contents actively, so we can't actually prevent that, I suppose. But I mean, the worst case we can do, we can just unleash the video and put it on Bushiro Seiyuu website. I mean, bseiyuu.com, sorry, my bad. I mean, that's the worst case that we can do. I mean, we always still, I mean, at least for me, even if my channel get taken down, I'm still going to do the translation, just for fun, and put it out, I don't know, on Bilibili or something, and let others people see. That's for me, from my side of view. But from Bushiro view, I believe they're trying to lessen down on the copyright. From what I heard, they actually strike way less compared to last time. And I think it's a good thing. They're trying to. I think it's an acknowledgement for us that acknowledge us that we are in of up with them to push the content, so more people can understand the series and the story behind them.
What about you?
What was the question?
What do you think? Whether if you can properly sub content on YouTube after all the copyright strike and such.
I mean, I think people will still do it regardless. That's how I feel, because if there's an interest in it, even if these content creator, if their channels get taken down, people will still make new channels or just post it elsewhere. So I think it definitely won't die out. But yeah, it will definitely keep going, I think, even with all these copyright strikes.
Alright, so yeah. Also talking about NHK, which one was that video you got blocked at? The Raz interview? Which one?
I'm sorry, I can't.
Oh, my bad. Which video got blocked from NHK? Was it the Raz interview?
Yes, it's the Raz Yabe yatsu.
Yes.
It's the what is it called? The music video. I forgot. It's about talking about the music, and then the interviewing the Raz member. That's for me. Not too copyright strike.
Yeah, it was the Anisong Premium Me Plus video. Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good video too. Come on, YouTube.
Oh, it's too bad, you know.
Yeah, that's how I started watching your stuff. It randomly popped up on my recommendations, and I thought I'd give it a watch.
Yeah, that video got like 30,000 views, and yeah, I think that's the reason why they took it down too, because it got very popular.
For Taeya, I guess, which one was it? The first one I watched, I think it's the Ayako Sensei video. I guess has to be.
Yeah, I remember that.
Or that, or probably. Let me give it a check. My bad. It has to be either that, because I think it has to be the compilation video, the phrases and moments of 2019 video. It has to be either both of them that I watched. I think that was my first one, I guess. The Aibo one, funny enough, got memed on by this dude that I noticed on YouTube called Sleepy Pineapple. If you guys haven't watched it, please do watch it. Good shit. I enjoyed it a lot. So, yeah. Give me a second. Yeah. Okay, so... alright. Okay, so keeping a relation with subbing, who are your favorite seiyus? Give us a top 3.
Top 3, alright. Alright, the top 3 will be, the top will definitely be Tsumugi Risa.
Yes.
And the second will be Rikoping. And the third will actually be Amy. It's my ranking.
Okay, what about you, Taeya?
So from Bandori, I would say number 1 would be Miku, Ito Miku.
Okay.
And number 2 is Amita, Shima Ami. And number 3 is Yuki.
Alright.
Nakashima Yuki.
Oh, I know a few Yuki fans here listening in. Say hi to the camera, boys. Anyways, for me, top 3. First has to be Saichi, Otsukasai. Second has to be... Who's second? Ainaiba, I guess. And third has to be... Who's third? Aimi, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, probably I'll go with Aimi. Alright. So, okay, let's... Oh god. I'm looking at chat and everyone's going over. Yuki fans are going crazy, Miku fans are enjoying it. Alright, so... Okay, for the time that people listening in has been waiting for, let's answer your questions that you guys asked. So yeah, I'm gonna check out podcast questions. So yeah, if you haven't dropped your question yet, please drop it now. Alright, so first question from Martin. Oh no. Do you all have Nesoberis? If so, which do you have? How big they are they adorable? Come on.
Oh, God. Well, certainly, most of our Nesoberi are from Love Live series. I do not own any Bandori Nesoberi. Sadly, yeah, most of my I have around 8 or 6 Nesoberi, all from Love Live.
All right.
And they are the standard size. And they are definitely adorable.
All right. So next question. Wait. You did not answer. My bad.
Oh, I was just gonna say the exact same thing.
Alright.
I got like 4 Love Live ones, and I haven't been able to get my hands on a Bandori one.
Alright, so actually before we get into the next question, what other franchises do you guys, look into other than Bandori? Yeah, I guess Ayako can answer it.
Other franchise?
Yeah.
I was really into IMAX and Love Live before this, and I kind of like, the interest just died out eventually. And currently, the franchise that I'm really into is only This is called again. Only Banduri, that's all.
All right. What about you, Taeya?
Same answer, pretty much. But I guess I was really into Ima's Million Life,
Yeah.
and I wasn't as into Love Live, but I guess yeah, as Bandori and Imas, but yeah, that as well.
I had my phase with the Love Life. I actually got into the whole thanks to Bandari with the game back in quarantine during lockdown last year. Then I got onto next Love Life, D for DJ. Slowly, I was just falling deeper and deeper into this hole.
Into rabbit hole.
Yep, very deep. What else after D for DJ? I think that was about it. Yeah, I didn't then dive deeper for my own good. If you can count Isekai as a franchise, alright, there's Project Sekai if you want. Yeah, other than that, I don't think I'm into much. I'm just gonna keep it real. Alright, so, alright, next question from the people who asked questions here. So from Me and the Deer, what is the most difficult part when it comes to subbing, aside from the actual translating itself?
For me, there's a couple of parts which kind of hard for me. The hardest one would be actually trying to portray what the original person, the person that tried to say it. Because in English, the culture is a bit different compared to Japan, so you can't actually just direct translate what they want to say and what they want to portray over in Japanese to English. I mean, even though I know what it means, I can't actually just direct translate. It doesn't make sense. The viewers, won't get the joke from it. So I think the hardest part is actually try to incorporate culture-wise and try to portray what they really want to say through the English. So I think that's the hardest part for me. The next hardest part is actually try to listen out what they're trying to say. Sometimes it's very hard, especially for sometimes they're shouting is too crazy for me to understand. So yeah, I mean that's for me.
All right. So what about you, Taeya? What's your?
I guess what Ayako said as well. Sometimes I've seen like the meme about how there's a difference between fan subbing and like localizing, and sometimes I also have that problem of finding trying to think of a way to like translate something and not completely like lose the original meaning, which would be localizing it. And also I would say making like special text when it comes to subbing.
All right.
I always find those really time consuming to try to match the font, like that kind of thing.
Oh boy. Alright, so, okay, let's get into the next question, shall we? Alright. From Sasasamonis, Unity. Sorry for the nickname Unity. Alright. When you guys were thinking of starting subbing, what were your expectations, Ayako?
I think I kind of answered this like last session. So it's like when I was starting to, it was 1 year ago. 1 year ago when I was actually trying to, my friend recommended me to just start subbing if I want to brush up my Japanese. And yeah, what do I expect? I expect to improve my Japanese.
Alright, so what was your reaction when that breakthrough video came up and it was getting popular and you were getting a lot of views? What was your reaction to that?
Well, of course I'm kind of happy because at least it proved that people overseas actually can watch it. Yeah. If you look at the statistic, my video at least, I don't know about others, 70% of the viewers are from Japanese, so there's a bit of mixed feeling over there. So yeah.
Alright, so what about you, Taeya?
For expectations, for myself, I really wasn't expecting much. But I guess when I started, I thought it might like what I wanted to do, I guess, was to like spread this kind of content, I guess, for overseas fans. Because at the time there really wasn't much that was translated.
All right.
So yeah.
Okay. So, all right. Next question from BTGK21. When you both began subbing, did you have a specific goal in mind, or did you do it not expecting a fan base? Interesting question.
A specific goal, yeah. I'll keep repeating the same answer again. I try to improve my Japanese. I mean, ultimately, that's my goal. You know, I didn't expect anything from other days. I'm expecting myself to have a better command of Japanese, and yeah, that's all. And yeah, I'm not expecting any fan base. You know, I'm not expecting a lot of views. You know, I don't mind with the video with 100 views. That's all.
All right. What about you, Taeya?
I mean, I guess I kind of have the same thing as what Ayako just said. Like, really wasn't expecting many people to watch it. Just kind of doing it for fun and like improving Japanese at the same time.
All right. Okay. So, where is the next question? All right. Next question from Arca. Which band did you think has the most interesting backstory in Banguri? Backstory or band story?
And story wise, actually, surprisingly, I would say Pipa has me that is, you know, has a better backstory compared to Rush. So I mean, I would love to put Rush because that's my favorite band. But if you talk about backstory wise, I will have to put Poppin'party over Rush because of how, you know, he lost the main vocalist, actually lost her voice. You know, that scene actually touches, you know, give me a lot of feels from there. So yeah, I would put Poppin'party story on the top of my list.
Alright, what about you, Taeya?
For me, it would probably be the Paspare band story.
Oh,
like I've heard a lot of seiyus actually talk about this story on radios, like that whole backstory where the character development for Aya and how she's grown from to be a more mature like idol band vocalist. So I really love that story, and yeah, and the other Paspare members also how they got involved in that.
Yeah, for me, it's actually the same. It's Paspare, poppin'party, and what's third? Probably Roselia or something. Because I think, yeah, Roselia. Yeah, for Roselia, I think it has to do with how the characters really evolved themselves. For example, like how Yukina became this person who just cared about her goals only to someone who actually cares about her band members and such. Same thing with like Seiyuu, who just wants to get better than her younger sister, but I mean, get better than Hina, but then she just wants to play along with her and stuff. So I think Roselia would be third for me. So yeah. Alright, next question from Heroic Identity. Who are your favorite seiyus? Let me just ask this, mate. What exactly do you like about them? Alright, that's a good question. I skipped over.
Seiyu?
Yeah, seiyus.
I love how Tsum the craziness is, like how she put it, is out of the world. It's like the way she give, you know, the vibe that she giving out is actually not the typical seiyuu or typical the person, you know, like I wouldn't say she's an idol, but a seiyuu is like very crazy, you know, all the craziness, you know, the yabai yaziness. Yeah, I mean that part of her which makes me love her a lot.
Alright,
that's from
her eccentric part of
the craziness.
What about you, Taeya? Why do you your favorite? I mean, say you.
I guess the number one factor is that they're really cute and pretty. But I guess they for my top seiyus, I guess when I've read some of their blogs and listened to some like the way they talk, they actually have like really down to earth personalities, and I find that really good, nice, and relatable. Even though they're like celebrities in a way. So yeah, that's why.
Alright, so okay, for me, it's Saiji. So because for me, it's the reason why I like Saiji is because whenever I watch Bandori videos, I felt like she emits Otai's energy a lot for some reason. Yeah, her clumsy, that sort of energy for her, and I kind of like it. I guess that's about it, and she's cute. Alright. Okay. Alright, I accidentally skipped a question, by the way. It was by Vian Ho. Don't worry, I didn't forget you. Okay, so here's Vian Ho's question. So, what aspect of Bandori that initially got you interested? Because for me, the band aspect where the seiyus actually play the instruments to play the music, particularly live, is something I can appreciate more in comparison to, let's say, the typical idol sing and dance. So, what aspect of Bandori did you guys got into?
For me, the reason why I got myself into Bandori is because it's a otoge, it's a rhythm game.
Alright.
And because I really love rhythm game, I go to arcade, play all the rhythm game, etc. So yeah, I mean, first of all, I just love how smooth it is compared to the rest of what's this called again? The IMAS. I forgot the English name for that. Well, the application for Idol Master, the
Like
in comparison, I forgot the name, but yeah, in comparison, Bandori is way more smoother compared to the rest of it, so I prefer Bandori over that. So I started to pick up that when it was initially released. I have zero interest in character and storyline at all. I just love the application because they have the cover song. They have a lot of cover song, and most of the song that I played in Bandori last time was actually cover song. So yeah, that's how I got into Bandori, like really long time ago.
What about you, Taeya?
I guess what got me into it was also just the rhythm game, but I guess what got me hooked though is the live performances with as a band.
Yeah, for me it's actually somewhat like Ayako because the first time I heard Bandori was on a different server that I was in. So they were talking about Rosalia, and I was like, "Oh, you guys are into idols?" And they bashed me. They were like, "Dude, Rosalia is not idols." I'm like, "Alright, fine, okay, sure." And they told me to check out the game because they said that I might like it, especially with the songs. So I went ahead, got onto Play Store and downloaded the game. And the first song I noticed was I was scrolling through the cover songs. There's like Gurem no Yumiya, there's the popular songs, and I'm like, alright, fine, okay, good. And then I saw Sukiakari no Michishirabe, which was at the time one of my favorite anime openings for Darker Than Black. And when I saw that cover, I was like, alright, okay, I'm getting into this, and that's how I got into Bandori actually. At least the game. I think I got hooked thanks to the anime. I just watched it and I was like, alright, this is pretty interesting. Might give it a shot. And then got onto the people who subbed the Seiyuu content and slowly went deeper into it. That's how I got into Bandori, boys. Alright, so next question from again, Martin. Martin, Love Live in there. Okay, what do you think of the whole Love Live series? Are you planning to make fan subs on it someday?
To be honest, I only I only follow the series until Aquas. That's all. So I can only give you my opinion until Akos, and other than that, I can't give you any opinion, or I don't follow them at all after that. So if you ask me about how I think about Love Live series, Love Live because of their songs.
Yes.
I mean, I don't. It sounds bad, but the reason why it got me hooked up is because of song, not because of the character, not because of the storyline, etc. No, nothing. But I just love the song. The scene is very, how should I put it? Give you a lot of energy. I think that's about it. Do I plan to make Fansub in someday? No, not that I can think of. Sadly.
Alright, what about you, Taeya?
I mean, right now I still do actively follow Nijigasaki, Love Live Nijigasaki. And I already do have fan subs on it on my channel for some of the Seiyuu content.
Alright, so yeah, that should answer it. So for me, how I got into Love Live, funny enough, was there was this one dude that I know on another server that I'm in who is madly into Love Live, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm just gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna watch it. And I don't know, man. It was actually pretty fun to watch Love Live, I guess. I actually got into the anime before I got into the game. I think Sunshine was interesting for me. Nijigasaki was pretty good. I think Nijigasaki had the best songs. Don't at me. That's what I think, at least. I think Chase was something that I really enjoyed too from Nijigasaki. I don't know why. Just give me the old, typical anime song vibe to it. You don't expect something like Chase on a Love Live series. It just sounds very shonen anime opening-ish. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's how I got into Love Live and what I think about Love Live. Alright, so where's the podcast questions again? Alright, there we go. Alright, next question from Zaldo. Alright, pretty interesting name there, mate. Any tips to learn Japanese?
Start picking up, start memorizing hiragana and katakana. And after doing that, you gotta listen, read, and speak more. That's all I can say.
Alright, what about you, Taeya?
I mean, I'm not I'm not that good that I could give really good advice, but at least for when I learned it, it just took a lot of studying because I took Japanese in school.
Alright.
And it just kind of came with it, I guess.
Alright, so another question from Ian Haha. Any Bandori-related franchise under your radar and has considered having its content subbed?
I actually wanted to and tried to play the Radio Riot, the radio series, but I have a bit of time, struggle trying to juggle between that and Nico Nico channel of what is it called? Sorry, yeah, everything just my mind just go blank just now. So yeah, I was trying to decide which one should I actually translate, because me, I'm trying to keep out a schedule. I mean, the schedule is way off, but originally my schedule was 1 video per week. I'm trying to dedicate 8 hours per day, max. Oh no, sure, sorry, 8 hours per week, translate a video. So if I don't have time for more than that to do 2 video, so yeah, in the end I just have to choose between that or Rust Radio. So in the end I choose Tsumigi Riza content over Rust Radio. I mean, in the future I might translate it, but now I only plan to do Tsumigi Riza content at the moment.
What about you, Taeya? Anything?
Any Bandori related franchises? I think I was once considering maybe subbing D4DJ stuff, I guess. Since some of it is shared Seiyu's. But I don't remember why I didn't decide to do it.
Oh yeah, now you mention it.
I think that's about it, for Bandori related franchises.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, so another question from Philip Perry. Another, or is this the first one? Oh, dude, my bad. This is your first question, my bad. Alright. So, what do you guys think about the lack of content from the franchise outside game and anime from the English community? And about the difficulties to buy and support outside Japan and Asia in general?
I'll be honest, that problem doesn't limit it to Bandari.
Yes, that's true.
Problem actually is like how should I put it, in the whole general Japan contents, they have this kind of like copyright thing and licensing thing over in Japan. So I think there's a lot of limitation over there, but they're trying to push it to oversee that is. That's why there's the Bushiroad Singapore and so on. So yeah, I mean, they're trying to push it. I mean, recently they just opened up these overseas stores.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it's Bandari or D4DJ, but the shipping fees were like expensive.
It's for Bandari and D4DJ Love Live. It's just Bushiroad in general. The Bushiroad
but
store.
the price is really expensive from what I heard. But at least that's the first steps. So yeah.
Yeah, it's but I'll be honest with you, it's more like a US store more than a global store, because I think the shipping charge is way less in the US rather than outside, from what I looked at it. So yeah. From what I
mean,
yeah, it was kind
go
of.
on.
Yeah, no, you can go on. My bad.
I mean, don't worry. So for me, I mean, they're trying to push it. You can see that their effort is off on trying to push it. So, I mean, there's a lot of room for improvement over there, but at least they're taking the steps to trying to push it to overseas fans. They have this like English exclusive English classroom session with Aiba, if I'm not wrong, for Bandari series.
Yes.
So yeah, at least there's effort there.
Yeah. What about you, Zach?
So,
yeah, I would definitely say there's, there should be more effort, because especially being on the other side of the world from Japan, it's really difficult to get any sort of merchandise. And even for the live performances as well, I feel like they should have some sort of accommodation for overseas fans. I think I don't know if Bandori started doing this, but I think for Love Live, they have overseas packages. I mean, it's crazy expensive, but it's still like accommodating for overseas fans without having to go through the whole Japanese process of applying for a ticket.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything here in India, that's for sure. Bandari related, anime related, we don't have anything here, so yeah. I hope they do bring up stuff here. Thank you very much. Anyways, alright, we're done with Philippine's questions. Alright, so another question from the DGK21. For Ayako and Taeya, if he watched it, thoughts on Sumo X Ryota-san X Senpai?
Alright, for those who have no idea what it is, it's actually I translated this video. So there's this session in one of the Tsumugirisa show where she reads the letter, like if you have any problem in your life, it's saying in the letter, and Tsumugirisa will try to answer you. And so then this particular character, which is Ryota-san, and he likes his senpai, and Tsumu is like crazy over this. So yeah, if you're asking about thoughts on that, I mean it's kind of surprising and kind of like good to know that side of Tsumu, I suppose. You can kind of know what she loves, what she likes, and yeah, I think there is actually a couple more love advice from her coming episode. So yeah, please wait forward to that. So that's about it.
I don't know what Taeya, but anything.
I don't know what to say about it.
Alright, so another question from Sussus Among Us Unity. It's fun saying that. Anyways, another question from him. How long have you been studying Japanese, and how hard was it?
Officially, I've been studying it for 1 year. Like I took a one full-time course of Japanese in my hometown. And yeah, I mean, I started from zero until JLPTN2.
Alright.
It was pretty hard, I suppose. I mean, because I started from zero, so it's like a 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. kind of like full-time course. It was hard, but it was worth it, I would say.
Alright. What about you there? My bad.
Yeah, I definitely didn't take that intense of Japanese courses, but I started learning when I was in university 4 or 5 years ago, and I learned it for maybe 3 years. So, and the difficulty, it wasn't that difficult, but that's kind of expected because it's taught overseas here. So it wasn't really, the course wasn't really much. So I had to sort of look into my own ways of like learning more. So like translating is like one of them. Yeah.
Alright, so next question from another question from Heroic Identity. What are your thoughts on D4DJ? Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun one. Ayako, you can go ahead.
Thoughts? I would say actually D4DJ are actually pretty overseas fan base friendly in terms of.
I actually wanted to ask you though, like, I've been hearing that D4DJ in Japan isn't as over as it is as Bandori. So, what is the state of D4DJ in Japan actually?
If you compare D4DJ with Bandori, it's definitely D4DJ has less fan base. From what I can see, that is, because all the do D4DJ music count as EDM music? I don't think so, right?
It's EDM. It's mostly EDM. You got old type of EDM, new type of EDM. Then you got the gothic metal sort of song from Rondo. I think it's mostly EDM.
So in Japan, I suppose EDM music are not that popular compared to the Bandori, the anime, the very anime style songs. So I think that's the reason why they didn't get that much traction compared to Bandori over in Japan.
Alright.
So if you're asking about my thoughts on D4DJ, I'll be honest, I'm not really into EDM music. So it's okay, I suppose, because I translate a couple of their videos of D4DJ contents over in my channel. And yeah, I had fun doing that because of their character and so on. But I can't really put myself, like love that series because of me. I mean, there's a couple of songs which is really nice, like Photo Maiden song. But aside from that, it's like, I suppose. For me, that is. Because I can't give much opinion on that.
Alright, what about you there?
I really liked a lot of the songs when I heard it, but yeah, in terms of being a fan of it, I guess I just don't really have much time, I guess. Like, I've really been wanting to get into it more because I liked a lot of the songs, but yeah, that's kind of the situation.
For me personally, I just listen to any type of songs. Like, I'm the sort of dude that listens to hip hop and rock and EDM, whatever. But yeah, D4DJ for me was actually pretty fresh air for me because of the fact that I don't listen to a lot of EDM songs in Japanese music in general, because I listen to Local as well. A lot of Japanese songs, and I don't listen to a lot of EDM. And to see a franchise that is based upon EDM, DJ culture, and a lot of some things that you don't see in the Japanese culture, I think that was pretty breath of fresh air for me. And yeah, I like the songs too. Mostly, I think not PCP, sorry. Photon Maiden songs, me being a metalhead, probably Rondo songs as well. Yeah, a lot of the cover songs I really enjoyed. I saw a lot of songs that we don't see in Bandori, like Tokyo Teddy Bear, Shonen Heart, and stuff like that. Those are like absolute bangers, and didn't expect them to cover that. So there's that, and their original songs are pretty good too. Like, I think Akatsuki by Photon Maiden was like the first song I really got hooked into from D4DJ. And then, yeah, and then gradually got into it. Alright. Okay, so next question from a fellow Banduri subber Fangs himself. Considering Bushiroad is mostly strict on their contents, most fansubbers in the past got their channel deleted by their copyright strikes. What do you think about that, and how do you handle it if you get strikes on your channel? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I think I answered this. I mean, in terms of, it will be the same answer as previously what I said. What my view on it is Bushiroad has been trying to, reduce the amount of copyright strike from themselves, but we can't. I don't think they can stop the Bushiroad. What is this called? The copyright strike from NHK and all other contents. So yeah, that's on that. And how do I handle it if I got strike on my channel? How I will do it is actually I will reduce the amount of video that it's been released and will unleash all the potential, highly potential video that will get strike. All the videos I will unleash them from my videos. Yeah, I mean, if eventually my channel get deleted, I will just, I guess, I don't know, upload it on Bilibili and share it on my Twitter.
Alright.
That's about it.
What about you there?
Yes. I already kind of talked about this before. I think.
Now, how you would handle it?
Yeah.
Did you get that?
So, how I would handle? I think when I got copyright strikes, I just took out the similar type of videos and unlisted them.
Alright.
But at this point, I guess I don't really care too much if my channel goes down. I'll probably just start another channel. Yeah, that's how I handle it.
Alright, thank you for the question, Fangs. Love your content. Check out Fangs as well. Alright, so next question from another subber, Forever or AN subs. Alright, so how long do you see yourselves continue to subbing? P.S. You guys are awesome.
I will continue sub as long as I think, how should I put it, there's still room of improvement in my Japanese. For me, ultimately I want my Japanese to be very good. I mean, that's maybe a couple years more before I get married. All right, but let's not talk about that. But yeah, all right.
When do you get married?
I have no idea. Let's start.
Well, what about you, Taeya?
I don't know. Like, I can totally see myself still doing it for a few more years. It'll probably stop when I lose interest. When I get older, maybe. But yeah.
Yeah.
But mainly, it's really due to the time thing, because recently I haven't really had the time to look for things to sub, but I still kind of want to do it. Yeah.
Alright, so next question. I'll switch it up a bit because I'm alright. Next question from Hoshi for you. Hope I pronounced your name right. What are your thoughts about Argonavis AA side project? Oh, I totally forgot about that.
I have zero interest in it, and I haven't been following that series at all, so I can't give any thoughts on that.
Alright, what about you, Taeya?
I haven't. I mean, I've heard a few songs from it, but I definitely don't actively follow it. Although I have seen, I guess, people who are trying to promote it through like translating the things as well. So I guess, I mean, I do hope that it does get bigger, like just for the benefit of the franchise.
Yeah, I feel like Argonavis isn't that talked about. I don't know why, probably because everyone thinks it's another boy band anime. But I feel like it needs more recognition, because I kind of like the songs. They have some good covers though, honestly. which one was it? Damn it. I forgot a lot of the songs, my bad. But yeah, they have some good covers in there and some good songs. So I hope that they become popular soon. And get the recognition that it deserved. Anyways, next question. Let's move on to the next one. And who is it this time? Yeah, it's Arka. Another question from Arka. If you could pick one song to be covered in Bandhani, what would it be, and which band did you think would fit?
Crap, this is hard. There's a lot of songs which I love, and I will hope that they will actually cover it, but...
Give us... I'm gonna make this question even better. Make it 3 songs.
3 songs?
Yes.
Alright, I will just give an example of the song which I'm really into, because the anime series I'm really into. Maybe it's one of the songs from Saikano. The ending song, which is the Glory Days. I would love. I think Poppin'party will fix this song more, I suppose. Glory Days, and that's the first question. First options. How many? 3, right?
3.
Alright. The second is actually what's this called? It was one of the theme songs from the end of Evangelion, which is the Kom Suser Top. I'm not sure how do you pronounce it.
Which one? Which one?
The Kom KOMM SUSSERTOD.
Yeah, I get it.
That particular song, I think it's an English song. Yeah, that song, I think I would love. It sounds weird if you're singing it though. It can be Russ.
All right.
I think Russ can be trying to sing that song if they have chance to sing that. And the third one would be any song from this Korean from the Monogatari series actually.
Oh.
Yeah, and the song and Afterglow might fix in one of the song that is that series.
Actually, if I want to add in this, if from Monogatari, I would actually love to have Platinum Disco or something covered by Pastopolits or something. That would be good. That would be nice. Yeah. What about you, Taeya? What's your favorite?
I don't think I can recommend or pick one song because I don't watch anime that much in general. I listen to a lot of sort of solo J-pop stuff. But I guess if I have to pick a cover song, maybe something from like Seiyuu.
Oh, nice.
I think that would really fit like either Rosalia or I think Afterglow, like their sort of style.
Alright. Okay. Since Taeya doesn't listen to her, I guess I will give him like 1. Alright, so now it's my turn. Alright, so let me think. I actually need to think. I had few of them I actually had in mind that actually got covered. Actually, World Domination How To was on my wish list, which got covered. Thank Bandhani for that. Okay, so as Taeya said, Seiyuu. Actually, I would love to have Crossing Field or I think Crossing Field. Yeah, it has to be Crossing Field. Crossing Field is always on my wish list. I would love to have it covered. And Rosalia would be perfect for it, in my opinion. What would be second though? Oh, this one's a tough one. Now it's actually tough. I'd actually have one Vocaloid song. Yeah. I'd have any Hachi songs on my second. Probably Sand Dune or Donut Hole, probably. Covered by Afterglow, because it's garage rock and it would perfectly suit them. Third would be... Damn it. Third is actually really hard. Okay, I know I'm just memeing by this point, but I'm gonna meme it. Stand Proud from JoJo's. Stand Proud from JoJo's. Rosalia should cover Stand Proud. I think it's a meme by this point, but I hope they actually do it. Bandhani X JoJo. Wait till it happens. I guess. Alright, so next question from Heroic Identity. Alright, okay. I've been trying to learn No, I've been trying to learn some self-taught Japanese, but there are there's still things that I can't really pick up. What's the difference between kanji and katakana? We're giving free Japanese classes, boys.
It can be actually a whole new topic. Differences between kanji and katakana? I mean, it's pretty obvious. But well, yeah, kanji is like originally like the Chinese words, and yeah, then Japanese incorporated it and made it into one of their languages. So yeah, differences between kanji, katakana is just katakana. I suppose it's the katakana. You have this IUAO and so on, and there's the pronunciation in general. Kanji is just like, how should I put it? I have no idea how to explain what is kanji. But yeah, I mean, if you want to learn how, like improve on your kanjis, you have to read and write more. That's all I can say, because even until now, there's still kanji which I don't know how to pronounce. It's a fact. And katakana, you just have to read more. That's all.
Alright, Taeya, you got anything to say?
I mean, I think Ayako already explained the difference, but I can't really say, like for kanji, if you want to get better, because I've heard from a lot of people who have a hard time with it. You just have to write it down a lot of times and force it into your memory that way. Yeah, and I can't really say from experience because since I'm of Chinese descent, so my parents taught me a lot of Chinese when I was younger, so that's why it kind of was easier for me to transition into learning Japanese. Yeah.
Alright, okay, so now let's get to the next question. Oh wait, where is my responsible? Okay, my bad. Alright, so next question from Sing Zone. How do you feel being a Bangari fandom for so long?
You? how should I react to that? Feel good? I really have no idea how to answer that question, to be honest. I mean, I'm glad that actually there's a lot of like followers actually, and like I have a lot of followers and have people who actually appreciate my content. So I, at least on that part, I'm glad that people actually the content that I made. Yeah, I appreciate it. I suppose. Yeah, really, I feel appreciated. Yeah, that's for me.
All right. What about you, Taeya?
For me, yeah, I guess I'm kind of glad I'm in the fandom for so long, because I think this is probably the longest thing I've been following in my life so far. So that's definitely a good thing. It still has my interest. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, honestly, I've been only in for a year. It's been almost a year now. I mean, no, it's past a year, but yeah, it's been fun. I mean, to discover content from you guys subbing, fan subbing stuff as well. It's fun to watch a lot more content and to get hooked into it. And yeah, I think Bandai for me, it was as a guy who posts YouTube stuff as well, it was a really good content to look at as well. Made a lot of ranking videos, triggered a lot of people got mad, boy, whatever. But yeah, it was, I think Banduri is, as I got into anime, I haven't gotten hooked that much into anything that big, and Banduri was like the first thing that I really got hooked into, and honestly, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get away from Banduri for a while, probably after I lose interest, who knows? Not anytime soon, so yeah, it's actually been really fun. Alright, so next question from next question from Heroic Identity. What do you think about me? Oh god. My god.
I think how shall I address? I mean, he is a very cool guy because I don't talk to you much. I don't talk to you too much. But from what I know is you are very knowledgeable on anime related stuff. I have this problem with like trying to watch Monogatari series and I have no idea what is the sequence, and he just dropped me a link. Here you go. You just follow this series. So my impression of him is really knowledgeable in anime. So yeah, he's a very cool guy, very very casual guy to talk with. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I haven't talked a lot with Taeya, so I have no idea what he's gonna say.
I guess basically what Ayako already said. I guess from the videos that I watched from your channel, you seem like a really cool guy, and yeah.
That's a nice question there, Heroic. No, okay, so alright. For next question from another question from Philippine. If there is any, what is your favorite Banduri's live concerts? Any thoughts or comparison to the other franchises? Alright, that's an interesting one. What about Aiko? What do you think about it? The question.
So I'm sorry. The question is the favorite Banduri live concert, right?
Yeah.
It's my favorite Banduri live concert. It would be. It would be a Russell live concert in general, because it gives me like the real, energetic feels from all the performance and so on. I actually attended poppin'party 2. Real life. If you compare those two, of course the feeling and the energy feels different. I prefer Russ over people. Of course, it doesn't mean poppin'party concert like the performance are bad, but it's just that if you personally wise, I prefer Russell over poppin'party. Yeah, but I do love both of them. That's what I want to say. So. I loved their concert. And what thoughts and comparison to other franchise? It's a bit different actually, because I attended Love Live and I Must concert too. The way they executed the concert is different compared to others, compared to those three concert together. So it's kind of unique, because I think it's one of the rare anime in the series where the Seiyuu and really actually go out and play this is called the music instrument. But yeah, I think it's very unique.
Alright, what about you, Tyre?
My favorite Banduri live is, I think, the 7th live. The part that really made me love that was when Sachan brought out the guitar. So that was like the thing that really built that live. And also, I think they had the other vocalists for the other bands come out as well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think I love the fact that, I don't know why, I just love in general, they had the live in Budokan. I really love that stage as well.
Alright, so for me, I haven't watched a lot, but I watched with some of my guys around here listening, with Nick and Unity and everyone. So we watched a few together. So for me, I haven't watched a lot. I think I watched like the Ras Rosalia live, all of them, and what else? The 8th live, and that's about it. But I feel like Budokan is a lot talked about, even in between the Seiyus as well, because it's like the sign of how big they've gone from from small venues to the Budokan and such. So I think that's like the biggest light. But for me, from what I watched, it has to be the recent Ras Rosalia live show, I guess, or 8th Live. Actually, 8th Live didn't feel that good to me, honestly. Felt like the crowd was so dead. So I guess it has to be the Ras Rosalia live. The recent one has to be that one. Alright, so, alright, next question. Is there any question here? Alright, yeah. Oh god. For another question from Fansubbers, Unity. What's your top 3 anime?
At the top will be Violet Evergarden, and second will be Saikano, and the last. Actually, I have no idea. The last one will be. I mean, there's a lot of anime I love, but the last will be any of the anime that is produced and made by Koto Shinkai.
Oh damn, that's nice. That's a nice answer. I like it. What about you, Taeya? I mean, I know you don't watch it, but yeah.
I mean, this is gonna feel really random, but top 3 anime would probably be Your Lie in April, Angel Beats, and Madoka Magica.
It's all the sad ones. But Madoka Magic is understandable though. So for me, my top 3. Oh damn, this is actually pretty hard. What would be my top 3? Alright, so my first would be actually I don't have a favorite of all time because I personally enjoy watching all of them. I just don't waste time comparing and shit. You see a lot of people be like, oh, this is better than this is better than that, but I just don't get involved in it and such, so I'm just gonna give a top 3 but in random, so because I really don't have a favorite to pick out of it, so my first would be actually Shinsekai Yori. It's a very underrated anime. You guys should check it out, it's actually pretty good. Shinsekai Yori, what else? I want to go with SAO, but I'm not going to go with SAO because I'm going to get bashed for that, actually. Because, honestly, SAO was something that I got hooked to when I was a kid, and that's how I got into anime. So, even though it was trash, but I'm not going to have it on my top 3, though. But yeah, my second would be Sangatsu no Line. March comes in like a line or something, I think it's called. Very good anime. I fucking enjoyed it. Season 2 was just mind-blowing. I just absolutely enjoyed it. And my last... oh god. What would be my third favorite? I guess Monogatari. Because of how the dialogue and the philosophical stuff and the metaphorical stuff, I think they've done an amazing job of it. And honestly, I want to read the Monogatari light novel soon, probably, but I wouldn't understand shit, so probably when I learn Japanese, which should be never, I guess. But yeah, whenever I learn Japanese, I'll read the Monogatari light novels. But the anime was just amazing. I enjoyed it a lot. Alright, so next question. From Heroic Identity, another one. What's your favorite song outside of Banduri? Oh.
Outside of Banduri. Oh, this is hard. This is actually hard. Well, I mean, I'm once again looking at my Spotify top song list. I mean, it's the easiest way to know what is your favorite song. I mean, my top song is actually Michi's Shirube. It's actually the ending song for Violet Evergarden. And yeah, and the next would be, let me scroll down because the most top songs actually from us. And that would be actually, this is Amano Tsukiko. It's actually a song from this series called Frame. I'm not sure if you guys know this series.
Which one?
Frame is Zero. I mean, it's one of the songs from there. And I don't think a lot of people know about this. And the last actually would be Kimi no Se.
Oh damn, that's nice.
The top 3 song for me.
Also, this episode is not sponsored by Spotify, okay? The amount of this episode is not sponsored by Spotify.
I'm so sorry, I should have beat that out.
It's alright. But it is sponsored. Ad plug in the start, so I'm not gonna do that again. Alright, so what is your favorite, Taeya? What's your favorite songs?
It's a really hard question. I guess at the moment, outside of Banduri, I would say Butterfly is number 1 from from Nijigasaki, Lopan.
That's interesting. Alright, for me, actually, oh damn. Actually, this is hard because I listen to a lot of Japanese songs outside of London. I mean, anime stuff and Vocaloid and underrated stuff, but man, favorite song. For me personally, Vocaloid wise, I think any song that is made by Walk is my favorite. I guess Rolling Girl. Yeah, Rolling Girl will be there on top for Vocaloid. Other than Vocaloid, I guess. Oh damn! I did say Sukiyakari no Michishirabe, which was the song that I used to listen on repeat back in the day, but not as much now. But I don't know actually. Oh damn! This is actually pretty tough. Probably I'd say Itte, I guess, by Yorushika. I guess. I guess I'll go with that. All right. Okay, alright, next question. Oh, damn it, my mouse is dead. No. Okay, so, okay. Alright, another question from Martin. Do you guys play instruments? I don't.
Yes, I play piano, but like really, really, really basic piano. I'm trying to learn it. I've learned, and I actually hired a piano sensei. A piano teacher to teach remotely. That's for me.
What about you, Taeya?
I did when I was still in school. I did play like a band instrument, but I guess for like outside of that, I used to play the guitar. That was kind of one of the appeal points of bandori. Yeah.
I don't play any, sadly. I wanted to learn the guitar after listening to all these bandori songs, but yeah, probably in the future, I don't know. And for now, I'm not learning. I don't know how to play an instrument, sadly. Alright, so another question from Yahoo, and this is an interesting one actually. What were your thoughts about Bandori's 8th live that was held last year in the peak of lockdown?
Actually made a vlog about that, and I actually talked a lot about on my thoughts on that actually. So actually attended the live over in Japan, that live. So it was during the peak time of the corona thing going on, COVID-19 going on, and actually made a lot of measure, like they implement like this kind of measure, like you have to check every single the temperature, the attendees, the temperature of the attendees before we enter the hall, and we have to make sure that we don't have any symptom of, I should put it, of high temperature and so on. We have to clean our hand, and we have a seat between us, to make sure we have empty spaces, and we have to wear masks, etc. as well before we enter the event hall. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that they did quite, how should I put it, good in terms of preventive measure. And there's no like news saying that anybody got on this kind of like things, before, even after the concert ends. That's for me.
What about you, Taeya?
I don't know. I don't really have much to say about this, I guess, because unlike Ayako, I didn't attend it, and yeah.
Good live show, fun to watch. That's it. But yeah, for me, when I watched it, actually, I felt like it was so dead. Like the third day, it was actually pretty dead. I don't know why. I just felt like the crowd was so dead, and they weren't into it or something, but probably it's because of the COVID stuff, so it's understandable, I guess. But yeah, I felt like the whole show was just dead, but it was fun to watch though. Alright. Oh yeah, you did post the vlog. Alright. Wait, Martin, it's not sponsored by Red Shadow License, okay? Don't worry about it. We didn't sponsor it. Alright, so Sasa Samogas asks another question. That is a question from Unity. Do you guys watch VTubers? Oh boy.
Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, I do watch VTubers. But how should I put it? I'm not really into them. I watch once a while. I watch Hachama because she did a lot of. I mean, she did like the ASMR video once a while, and I follow Botan because she play FPS, and I love FPS games. And I believe these two are the people that I follow the most: Hachama and Botan.
All right.
That's for me.
What about you, Taeya?
I don't really actively watch them, but I've seen some streams. But I do have a friend who's really into VTubers, so I hear a lot of talk about it.
Yeah, I am surrounded by people who are really into it. I mean, the person who asked it is a huge fan of VTubers, and my co-host, who's not here, Nick, he's a huge, fan to the point that he blew his money on stream. So yeah, I'm surrounded by people who are actually into VTubers. But for me personally, I'm not that into VTubers. But yeah, like Ayako and you, I just watch it in between, like whenever I get the time, or just watch highlights or something. Mostly I watch EN stuff, Gargura or Amelia Watson streams. I don't watch a lot of Japanese ones, mostly because I don't understand it. But yeah, I mean, I could watch it and pretend like I understand what they're saying, I guess. But yeah, other than that, I don't watch a lot of VTubers. They're fun. It's fun to watch. So yeah. All right. Next question coming from Dangness. Nice name there, mate. How do you feel about having such a wide international audience? Do you know where most of your views come from?
How do I feel? Yeah, I'm glad that that my views actually got through, like, and a lot of people actually managed to view the content which is not being subbed. I'm glad people actually got the chance to understand what they say. So yeah, that's for me. And so my views are sadly from Japan. According to my analytics, that is.
Sorry, my bad. Continue, my bad.
Don't worry.
Alright, what about you, Taeya?
I guess what I could say, it's nice that it's reaching people from all over the world. I guess that's kind of what I wanted when I started something. Like, it's like, is the videos reaching as many people as it can? And yeah, like, I think most of mine are also the views are also from Japan for some reason.
For me personally, I don't have that big of a channel, but all my viewers are either America, UK, or Indonesia. So yeah, I don't have that big of fans, but thank you for everyone who watches my videos and listening to this podcast. Alright, so presumably the last question, I guess, unless or until someone comes in clutch and answer the question, drops another question. So until then, this is actually the last question. So from Heroic Identity, last question. I remember watching a subbed video of Rosalia making contest, and if I remember correctly, it was subbed by Ayako. What happened to it, and do you plan on subbing it?
I unlisted it because I don't want to get copyright strike. But you can still watch it. The link is still alive. You just have to find it out where it is. Yeah, I mean, it's still alive, and yeah, I'm doing the too, but I just haven't found the motivation of doing it. I mean, it's still in the process. It's like 10%. But yeah, I'm going to do it because the effort of do this is actually way more compared to others, because I'm actually using Adobe Premiere instead of the standard application which I use, which is the AG sub. Yeah. So I actually put a lot of effort on trying to put the right the font and the effects and so on. Put a lot of effort to it. So yeah, it's going to take a while before the second part come out. So
alright,
guys, peace on that.
Alright, so Taeya can actually answer this. So okay, so before we wind up, we're giving you guys one last chance to ask your questions, because after this, we're gonna wind this podcast up, this episode up. So yeah, if you guys have any questions to ask, you can ask away, or if you guys are fulfilled, you guys can actually. Oh, there we go. Ian subs with another question from probably the last question again. So yeah, before we get to the next question, if you guys have any questions to ask it like right now, because we're gonna wind up the episode afterwards. So if you got any questions to ask, like, do it right now. Alright, so next question from AN subs forever. Love your stuff. Anyways, what is your favorite video that you subbed?
Actually, my favorite video will actually be the video of the classroom session. I forgot which live is it. It's the Goto live for us and Rosaria. There's this kind of intermission, them doing a class session, and I love that because I actually learned a lot of stuff, culture stuff, all new language and etc. from the video itself. Because I love to translate video and I learn along the way. That's why I actually created a blog and write down the stuff which I learned, which I never heard of. I share it there so people actually overseas fans will actually know and understand the culture too. So yeah, for me, I really love that 2 video that I made.
What about
the video is just unlisted. That's all.
Alright.
For me, it's hard to pick. My favorite would probably be the one where Aimi and Amita was playing Garupa with those colored balls.
Oh yeah.
That one, I was just laughing the whole time, even though it's like a 1 minute or 1 minute 30 videos. So yeah.
For a viewer's perspective, for me watching one, I guess from Taeya actually that episode where Amita drinks the green juice episode video. Yeah, I watched it when you immediately uploaded it, and I was like, damn, okay, I'm pretty early, and yeah, I laughed my ass off when I saw her face, man. That was good shit. That and Ayako's probably the Yabayatsu vid. That was like the first one I watched, and I think that was like my first RAS video, I guess. And yeah, overall, I guess from you guys, I guess Shik's the compilation videos. I think that's what really got me into Seiyuu content, Bonded Seiyuu content in general, and yeah. That and some of Fang's videos as well. Yeah, all of you guys do good job, so I really can't pick a favorite, but all of you guys are good. And I think that's about it. Oh yeah, wait, there's one more question from Heroic. So okay, my last question. All right, boy. What's your favorite video on the internet, if possible, YouTube?
Oh shit, this is hard. Oh god, this is hard. I mean, there's a lot of video I love. YouTube? Please, Rick Raw?
Your favorite video on YouTube? Oh god, that's
yeah. I mean, the song is pretty good, I would say. Honestly speaking, it's pretty good, and the memes all behind it. I think it's one of my favorite. I wouldn't put it on my top list, but it's one of my favorite because I can't think of anything from that right now. So yeah, I think Rick Roll will be one of my favorite videos. Me, I know, but yeah.
What about you, Taeya?
I really don't think I can answer this because I can't really just think of one.
I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on YouTube 24 hours, 24/7, so I have no idea how to answer this. I just watch shitposts, so yeah, I really don't have an answer to that, so that's kind of an underwhelming end. If you guys have anything, please ask. Give us a good question so that we don't have an underwhelming end to this. Please. Anybody? No. Yeah, I don't see anybody asking it. Alright. I guess it's been... How long has it been? Damn. Almost 2 hours. So let's kind of end this. Wait. We got another question. Oh, thanks for the podcast and thanks for the subs for AN subs. Love you too, mate. Hope you do good. All right.
It's supposed to be here.
Supposed to be the podcast, but he said he wasn't joining. Man.
I mean, he's more experienced. I'm just a scrub.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think the most experienced out of all of us.
Yeah, I mean, he have the most experience and one of the most dedicated subbers that I can see from the whole scene, actually.
Yeah. It's I mean, I invited him. He just said that he didn't want to join, so I mean, it's alright. I'm not hurt or anything. It's alright.
No hard feeling.
No hard feelings. Proceeds to cry in the corner. Alright, so okay. Oh wait. I can see someone typing. Also, yes, thanks for the podcast. No problem, mate. Alright, so let's end this with one last question that I ask everyone. I don't know if I asked anyone actually. But yeah, last question. So, how has the journey been, like, from starting out to today?
I'm sorry, come again?
How has the journey been from the start to how you guys are today?
For me, I would say it's pretty educational. I mean, of course, I got to know Bandori, Seiyuu more along the way, but eventually my real goal is actually to improve my Japanese. So, along the way, I learned a lot of new Japanese words, Japanese terms, net terms, internet terms, and the culture, and etc., etc. So I think it's very, I have a good process along the way, and I hope to continue doing that in the future.
Okay, so what about you then?
Yeah, the journey's been great. I mean, through doing this, I got to know a lot of people from the Bandori community, and also get to know the other Fansubbers, and it's been really great.
All right, so any last words to the people who's listening this via Anchor, our podcast platform, or Spotify? People who are listening on Spotify, or people tuning in right now. Any last words for them?
Continue support Bandori. And in the future, I might not be subbing anymore, but even if I don't, please support. That's for me.
Sub for Yabayatsu content.
I mean, even in the future, I might not be subbing anymore. Just continue support her. She's very unique, I would say.
All right. So, what about you, Taeya? What's any last words?
Basically what Ayako said, and I hope that there's also more people who start this, because it's always good to have more Fansubbers. That means a lot more content as well.
Alright, so I guess that's about it. Alright, so let's wind this up. Thank you guys so much for listening to this very new episode of Behind the Fence with a couple of Jabber Sweeps. This is a format that we're trying to do with having people on the stream, on the live recording session, and having everyone to ask your questions. So next episode probably we'll announce it on Twitter or on our Discord. Join our Discord, please. But if you guys if you guys want to ask your questions, come join in the Discord server. Links on my Twitter, on my literally every social page of mine. But everybody support Ayako, Taeya, and everyone else that was involved in this episode. And other than that, guess nothing else to say. Hope you guys stay safe. It's a very challenging time now, COVID and stuff. But I hope everybody stay safe, stay home, have fun, find something new to do, and that's about it. So peace out, have fun.
I bet you're probably wondering who's this guy at the end of the podcast. Well, turns out I'm the missing co-host. My name is Nick, and yes, I basically missed this whole entire podcast. And I really do apologize for that, and I'm sorry for leaving Vic, out here just to do the whole entire thing by himself, but I can only say I'm sorry for that. So, I am deeply sorry for that, but I promise you that next time I will be here, and I will make this podcast probably fun. That's probably a lie, but hey, you get the point that I'm trying to make some effort here. Anyways, I hope that you guys have a good day, and I'm sorry for not really being here at all. And by not really, I mean like I wasn't here at all. But I'd like to thank our two guests for actually coming out here to actually, talk with us and share some of their experience and everything. And hey, it was pretty fun listening to it while I was just going back through editing it. And yeah, thank you guys for actually coming, and thank you guys for supporting us and by joining the server and, putting questions in the chat. And yeah, it's really, kind of cool to see people actually enjoying this kind of stuff. Anyway, that's enough of my long inner monologue that's at the end of the video. I just hope that you guys have a good day. You guys better stay safe out there, and yeah, watch another one of our podcasts and check out Vic's channel, check out everybody's channel that's, that came here. And yeah, that's pretty much all. Hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully. Peace.